All right. Hey, everybody. Yeah, so today, if for those who have followed my Twitter, you guys would know that I'm currently don't have internet set up at my place yet. So currently I'm using public Wi-Fi. The good thing is that this public Wi-Fi is fast enough and the download speeds are pretty good, but the upload speed is currently limited at around 12, 13 megabytes per second. So we'll see how this is. I've just let me know if you see any like quality issues, but we'll give it a shot. They are, I'm getting TELUS to come in on July 8th, which is Tuesday, to come install it in around morning to afternoon time. So hopefully they get it installed. And then once it's installed, the internet, I have like 150 megabyte upload speed, which is like more than enough for live streaming. So yeah, it's going to be good after that, and that's when I'll officially start the challenge. But yeah, for today, what we're going to be doing is essentially we are going to be doing um, just research. I need to find my next stoppage for this month, and just a recap on some of the goals. So 2 weeks ago, we had the goal of in 1 week um, get 100 subscribers, and we knocked it out of the park immediately. I should actually edit the sub goal right now, actually, now that I remember it. Reset that right now. So let's aim for to get to 400 subscribers by the end of next week. Okay. So right now we have 316, right, as you can see. I want 100 by next week. Which day? Which is 13th. So cool. Yeah, so we're 16% of the way there. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Yeah. Okay, so what are we looking at today? So today we're looking at Maruhachi. So right now I'm in the idea gen phase right now. So I have a few names I want to look further into, but I also haven't found something that is super high conviction yet. I'm looking forward to finding something more high conviction. So I did a quick screen in Maruhachi, pulled up. So through this stream, I'm just going to be looking through new ideas and try to figure out something where I can actually allocate a lot of brain power into and be able to spend 2 weeks of research on so that I can release that for my next topic. Oh, I should type something in the chat so that when people join me, they don't know what to look forward to. Okay, so Maruhachi, what drew me to Maruhachi? So I initially went through it, found it through my screen, and where is Maruhachi? So textile apparel, uh, and then getting at 0.5 times EV bit, um, yield, OPE. But then when you look into it, you actually uncover something else. So they have more cash than market cap. So they have currently negative enterprise value, and I haven't looked at the balance sheet yet. So potentially they have investment securities We'll see if they do or not. And let's quickly take a look at what they actually do. So they manufacture and sell bedding and living goods in Japan and offers duvets, mattresses, beds, curtains. The company also provides washing, delivery, rental, and leasing, warehousing, and maintenance services for bedding and living goods. Owns and rents office buildings, stores, halls, etc., engaged in the credit information system development and trade business. It sells its products through department stores, mail orders, specialty stores, direct sales, blah, blah, blah. So could be a crappy business that is just cash flowing. Um, see what their income statement. So one thing to note is that they actually had higher revenues previously, and now it's consistently gone down, and it hasn't been able to recover since COVID. Which is weird because I would think that people would want to invest in like new bedding, new curtains, and that kind of stuff during COVID. But the fact that that didn't happen is kind of interesting to me. So they didn't really benefit from a COVID catalyst, which is interesting. Um, yeah. But then positive operating income, so they've been profitable. They've been profitable even during COVID. Consistently paid a dividend. Ratio. Yeah. But dividend per share has stayed consistent. 30 on 881, around 3%. Profitability. So I think it's pretty low, probably. Yeah, so previously in the mid to upper single digits, now it's gone up. Low teens. Hmm. I wonder if this is potentially because of interest income from cash. Intricate retardation. Okay. Is audio quality really bad right now? Do I have to adjust it? What's going on here? Let's see. Uh, I can adjust it. Just double check some things. Pretty noisy. Noisy as in there's a lot of wind noise, or is it really loud? Let me plug in my earbuds to my phone, and I'll listen to the stream on the phone so I can see what the audio quality, what the audio quality is like. Wind blowing. Okay, okay. Let me figure that out. Okay, give me a sec. So Oh, that sounds really bad. That sounds horrible. Why is it like that? Let me figure that out. Hello, 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 hello. I changed it a little bit to see if it did anything. Not very good at it, so please be patient. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, I think I figured it out. Okay, we're good. Okay, so what happened was essentially because I did some moving recently. So I think what happened was I was using the webcam's microphone as a mic, not my Yeti, because I was talking into my Blue Yeti. But yeah, that's way better. Yeah, I'm listening to myself in the live stream. There's no more windows now, so we're good. We're good. Yeah, I literally messaged my friend to check the stream just to see if he has any recommendations. But we're good now. We're good now. We don't have to go through that. So yeah, we can continue now. Okay, where did we leave off? Maruhachi. Okay, so what did we extract earlier? Okay, yeah, so income statement, the revenues have actually gone down. Didn't have a COVID catalyst. Still profitable though, operating income positive. Market cap of 14 billion, 1.4 billion in operating income. Non-operating income, they generate around 100 million. Might be interest income potentially. Yeah, consistently profitable. And they pay a dividend. Okay, profitability wise, EBIT margins have gone up. Net income is higher than EBIT margins for some reason. Let's double check what that reason is. Yeah, interest and investment income is large. There's a large balance. Yeah, so definitely this is from having a lot of cash and investments on the balance sheet probably. And they didn't have much debt. They have some debt, but not a lot. Okay, so let's take a look at the actual structure of the company. Maruhachi 3504. Let's take a look at the company. Let's see if they have English filings. That'd be cool if they did. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, I like looking at the company's introduction to the company, so let's look into it a little bit. So we are the bees of futons. We're the bees of futons. We handle everything from material selection and procurement and manufacturing and sales within our own group, ensuring the safety and quality of products. Furthermore, we provide a comprehensive service that includes after-sales maintenance. Okay. So I wonder how much market share they have in the futon industry. So that's something I want to figure out. So let's do that. Direct sales, commercial bedding, maybe for hotels, department stores, futon rental. Rental. Why would anyone rent? Renting bedding only when needed. Oh, nap rooms. Okay, for guests, dormitories, training facilities, monthly apartments, guest house. Really? But it doesn't feel like these things are so expensive that someone would really want to rent it, I feel. Home delivery for rental futons. I don't know. I feel like I would personally still own my own futon to let my parents or friends Yeah. I don't know, because like, okay, what if, okay, let's be real. Let's say you rent the futon, right? And then the friends that stay over at your place decide to do some extracurricular activities on the futon. And, you know, a certain type of liquid gets on it, right? So they still have to clean it, right? So do they clean it and then rent it out to other people? Like that still doesn't feel like as hygienic as if I were to own my own bedding, and you know, less people have used it if I own the bedding, right? I don't know. That's interesting. Planning for corporations, planning, purchasing, store sales, Maruhachi at home. What is this? They'll take care of your futon for you. Futon washing and maintenance. So I've never had a futon before, but I wonder if there's like a special way you treat it, potentially. That I'm not sure about. Yeah. By the way, intricate retardation. Nice to have you in the chat. I don't think we've, unless you've changed your username from something else, this is the first time you've logged into the live stream, so welcome, welcome. Where did you come from? Did you come from Twitter? Did you come from YouTube? Did you come from Substack? Oh, from Sleepy Soul. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, glad it was from another YouTuber slash Twitter FinTwit account. Nice, nice. Yeah, he has been very helpful in recommending me to his subscribers and followers on Substack. So yeah, great to hear. What type of stocks do you usually look at? Or do you usually look at Japanese stocks? Trying to see if they have an investor presentation right now, but it doesn't seem like they do. I also need to convert some of these into English. Cover Corp, I see. Yeah, Cover Corp was covered by AltaCap and also Dungeon Investing.
Yeah. I own a small position in Cover Corp myself. Yep, a lot of stocks in Japan are undervalued. You just have to look for them. Um, yeah, more undervalued than in the U.S. and Canada for sure. Yeah, I think what you're looking for is a catalyst, right? So I think one way to invest, or the way that I have invested in Japan, is essentially don't just look for companies that are cheap, not just companies that have cash and investment securities on the balance sheet, but then even though they're consistently being profitable, right? Like are they increasing their dividend? Or are they buying back shares? Are they doing something to grow their business, right? So like even some businesses that have like old business models, like one company was buying up ski resorts. Can't exactly remember which company that was, but that's how they kind of like got away from traditional business. I think it was pachinko related, and into like ski resorts. That's one example. Round one, so they predominantly had most of their stores in Japan, right, and decided to open up and expand round one into the United States. So there's an overseas expansion. So I like companies where they're not as dependent or have become less dependent on domestic um, cash flows and are actually generating overseas cash flows, and then they're at a trajectory where overseas cash flows will actually exceed that of domestic cash flows. Right. So if you look at some of my top pitches, one is round one, another one is Glory, another one is SK Japan. A lot of them tap into that idea. Right. Also, Fast Fitness Japan. They all generate overseas revenue. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna convert some of these documents so that I can analyze them. Just give me a sec to convert these. Which quarter was this one? By the way, this one was... Oh, this is annual too. Okay. So I don't like to expose my file folders because I have to pick actual documents when I do the conversion. So just bear with me for a sec here. Okay, that's one document. One down, one more to go. Okay. That looks a bit weird. How's that possible? Give me 1 second here. How come? Okay, this makes more sense. But what is over here? Okay, I know this is the main business for sure. Slight decline in operating margins in the most recent period. Okay, now let's first off, given we have this information, we're going to fill in, get an understanding of the financials of this company real quick. So Maruhachi. Let me zoom in so you guys can see it better. Most recent share price. That is not that company. Oops, did I suddenly get it wrong by it? Oh, 3504. Oops, okay. My bad. 881. $100 shares were traded today. Okay, very thinly traded then, maybe. The market's been open for quite a bit of time already, so. $13.6 billion market cap. Let's take a look at cash. Short-term securities. $18 billion of tangible fixed assets. 12 billion in land. I just like looking at the information just to get a sense. Oh, huge investment security portfolio. They have a lot. Yeah, so this company is probably going to be very cheap if we factor in the long-term investments into this calculation for sure. Current portion of long-term debt. Is there anything else here? Current portion. Nope, that's it. Nope, that's it there. Lease liabilities. Nope, don't see any. Okay. Large retained earnings balance. Yeah. Indicates that they've been generating profits for the business, for sure. Damn. 50.25 times book. Okay. Is there any NCI here? No. Okay. Dividend for the year. Let's take a look. Go back up. Dividend 30 again. So they haven't raised dividends. I wish they did. Tangible assets. Very low balance. That total current liabilities. Yeah, so if we don't factor in long-term investments, this basically has a net neutral enterprise value, right? Basically zero. And if we factor in long-term investment securities, it goes, negative 23 billion. So massive. And if we look at the balance sheet, right, they've increased investment securities by 8 billion from last year, right? Where cash has only dropped by roughly 3. So, yeah. This is interesting. So this could be pretty undervalued. But then the question is, like, how are we gonna... Because futons is something that's mainly in Japan. Don't get me wrong, there's like a niche group of people on YouTube who sleep on futons, right? So I wouldn't say that it's an impossibility of it catching wind in the West, right? Because anime and Japanese culture is taking over. It is on a positive trajectory. So I wouldn't not amaze me that more and more people buy futons, and after sleeping on a futon when they travel to Japan, that they might consider sleeping on a futon. But okay, let's take a look deeper into this company, because revenues have actually declined domestically, which is not good. So established in 2012 through the stock transfer by Maruhachi Mawata. Currently, Maruhachi Asset Company, it is responsible for the management and control of the entire group and aims to achieve sustainable growth and strengthen the competitiveness of the group through management and control of each business division through 3 intermediate management companies: Maruhachi Asset, Maruhachi Mawata, and Maruhachi Mawata Sales, so 3 groups. So they have direct sales management, product planning, manufacturing, product management, sales, real estate, rental, and credit business. Nagoya Stock Exchange. See how the company was founded. So yeah, no problem. Thanks for interacting. Intricate retardation. I just want to say IR. Okay, thanks IR. Yeah, see you next time, and cheers. Thanks for interacting, and don't worry, I'm not alone. There's 3 other viewers right now, so you guys got to step in and kind of interact. You guys have a hard act to follow. Yeah, if you guys, just to recap, for you guys, I'm trying to hit a weekly goal of 100 subs. So if you haven't subbed yet, please subscribe. That would be great. Thank you very much. So in 1985, they had a futon cleaning service, but they started off as textiles. I like how they said they started a television commercial featuring 2 sumo wrestlers. Like, that's a big deal. Like, okay, I guess 1977 that was a big deal, maybe. fur products. Sounds like something China would have outcompeted them in, potentially. 1991, a factory in Thailand. Recycling center for unwanted futons. Futon rentals in 2005. Futon refreshment service launch. What does that mean? Refreshment. I think that means refurbishment, maybe? Like, probably. Okay, let's look at their main companies. Okay, so they have bedding and living supplies business. Our group is engaged in a comprehensive range of activities through product planning, raw material procurement, manufacturing, quality control, logistics, sales, and related services for bedding and living products. We manufacture bedding and living goods for each sales format, such as direct sales, wholesale, rental, hotels, and inns. For our main products, down comforters, the fabric of the comforter outer layer is processed at our Laos factory. Is that in Thailand? Oh, it's actually country. I'm retarded. Okay. And down is added at our domestic factory. Futon mattresses are mainly manufactured at our Laos factory. Motan products are mainly procured from overseas outsourcers. What is that? Oh, sheep. Okay. Furthermore, the final process of these main products, product inspection, are carried out at our domestic factory. Our group consistently manages everything from raw material procurement, processing, to product finishing in pursuit of high quality sleep. We will continue to build a high quality and efficient production system while dividing domestic and overseas factories. One thing I'm curious about is what is the price difference between a regular mattress and a futon? Because if you think about it, they have to procure mutton, right? Different materials, whereas standard now, there's memory foam mattresses, there's spring / memory foam mattresses, hybrid mattresses. So how does which one's easier to manufacture, right? Is futon something that, and what is the trend with futons? Just more and more people don't sleep on futons. What's the deal with that? Because from what I understand, in small apartments in Japan, people will, when they wake up, they kind of roll up their futon and put it away in their closet. Whereas in Western society, we just have a mattress on a bed frame, and then we don't have to put it away, right? It's way more efficient in that regard. In product planning, the product planning department exchanges information with related departments such as sales, and also directly asks customers for their impressions and opinions, which are then reflected in product development and improvement. In addition, for home-related products other than bedding, we work with related manufacturers to expand our lineup of products that meet potential demand by taking advantage of the characteristics of direct sales. So they do have an online website from what I saw earlier. Associated service include cleaning, such as washing and removing stains from futons, as well as refreshing down futons that customers have used for many years by replacing the outer fabric and restoring them to their new condition. We also provide a storage service after cleaning upon request. Furthermore, we recycle unwanted futons by separating them by material and converting them into solid fuel. Interesting. Or recycled raw materials. By handling the final disposal process, we reduce the burden on the environment, and by examining the condition of used futons. Okay, it seems like they're pretty passionate about futons, right? If that's what they're doing as well. In addition to direct sales, we are building which is interesting, because if you are just replacing a layer, right? You're doing some after sales service for a futon, right? Then your customer doesn't have to completely replace a futon, which is good for the environment, which is good but could be a little bit cannibalistic to their sales. But it could result in good customer loyalty, right? Like if you know that, hey, you kind of like slept on your futon until the end of its useful life, and you know this company is doing right with the futon, then you might go back to them. OEM production of feathers, sale of raw feathers, rental and cleaning in a wide range of businesses, including wholesale to mass retailers and mail order companies, and use in hotels, inns, and various types of accommodation facilities throughout the country. The fuel is used to power a hybrid boiler, a boiler that uses both heavy oil and solid fuel in greenhouses. And the melons harvests that there are sold to customers, okay, in addition to providing it as a gift to customers. We also operate solid fuel boilers in conjunction with heavy oil boilers at our own group factories to efficiently supply a heat source. Interesting. Okay, second business is real estate rental business, which is very typical of a lot of Japanese companies. Is if I don't know what to expand into, what type of business segment to expand into or grow, we just default into real estate, you know. Okay, they have a few. They have a rental hotel, Aoyama building. Okay, and buildings. Interesting. Affiliated company, A128 Co. Hmm. Cotton sales, asset management. So two main businesses. So they have bedding and living supplies business, 634 full-time employees, 96 part-time. If I'm reading that correctly. Real estate rental business, only 21. Okay, not a lot. Let me just double check with the Japanese filing real quick. Oh, that's not accurate at all. Okay, hold on. So if we cross reference this is why you need to, not just rely on AI sometimes. So yeah, so they have 2 full-time for the real estate rental business and 1 part-time. Interesting. Company-wide operations, 25 and 4. That's a very few people managing the real estate rental business. Huh. Oops. Okay, going back. Now, another thing I don't know about futons is like it seems like they are this company Maruhachi mass produces it. But how does it compare? Like, are there mom and pop shops that produce them in smaller batches? Meaning, just like how knives in Japan can be artisan made, like handcrafted, right? Are there handcrafted futons, right? Like this, because this seems like a mass-produced futon. Are there lower volume but higher quality producers? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. I don't know how they can develop new products. I mean, futons are futons, but maybe a pillow, right? Direct sales, we work to develop products that meet the diverse needs of our customers, such as wholesale, rental, hotels, and inns, while strengthening sales channels other than direct sales and streamlining our production system. Strengthening direct sales. Direct sales is a sales method where you meet customers face to face, and salespeople are essential to expanding business. Although it is generally difficult to increase the number of salespeople due to labor shortage, we will continue to make efforts in recruiting. I mean, that just adds on cost into like selling futons, right? Yeah. Strengthening proposal capabilities for customers. We offer a wide range of bedding and home-related products and use tablet PCs to visually appeal to customers. We'll continue to work to strengthen our proposal capabilities to our customers. Do they mean like 3D rendering? Like, oh, this is the space of your house, and then like this is what futon will look like in your house, type of thing? Interesting. Promoting futon cleaning. Cleans them in our own factory. Cleaning was previously considered an after-sales service for customers who purchase futons, but the spread of COVID-19 hygiene awareness has increased in general. It led to a situation we will actively promote our futon cleaning proposals. Now, the thing about futons is, does it need special care? Like, is it like dry cleaning where you need like a special type of treatment to the futons? That's another question, right? How are futons typically cleaned? Can you clean them at home? Right. Strengthening sales channels and other direct sales. In order to strengthen sales channels other than direct sales, we consolidate management resources. Maruhachi Mawata brand, we also strive to acquire new customers and expand sales by broadly responding to customers' needs through sales, leasing, rental, and after-sales service of bedding, such as peripheral products. New bedding products. Commercialize new materials. Pursuit of the truth of cotton. Wow, that sounds like something very Japanese. Medical institutions specializing sleep apnea syndrome and orthopedic clinics to take scientific and comprehensive approach. I mean, I don't know if futons can really help with solving sleep apnea. I mean, there's multiple other variables that are related to sleep apnea. One thing that potentially could help is an elevated mattress, or even a pillow that elevates so that, you know. But that's not like really technologically advanced stuff, right? Pretty sure there's some Chinese producers that make futons as well. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, what are the largest futon manufacturers in Japan? Okay, so there is Nishikawa Company, arguably the most famous futon manufacturer, known for premium futons, mattresses, and sleep research. Okay. High-end, mid-range futons, pillows, and sleep accessories. Okay. France bred. Modern-style futons and folding beds. Okay, interesting. But why is it called France bed? That's interesting. Kyoto, Nishikawa, so still Nishikawa. Hello, Yoto. Nice to meet you. I think you're the very first viewer who was self-identified as Japanese, I think I have some viewers who are currently situated in Japan, who live in Japan or are Japanese as well. But yeah, yeah. Thanks for joining in, and great to hear that you enjoy the analysis of SK Japan. Um, hey Yodo, do you think, because this is something I kind of want to reach out to, it's like I do a lot of stock research in Japan, right? Of course, I need to learn Japanese. That's something I want to do, but I've been pretty lazy with it. What do you think of me just taking simply my stock pitches and then running it through ChatGPT, having it converted into Japanese, and then just like posting it as a like a Japanese post somewhere, right? If do you think there's a market for that? Do you think Japanese investors are becoming more aware of Substack, let's say? And let's say I want to engage more with like a natively speaking Japanese audience, even though I don't know Japanese. How would I go about doing that? Um, I'm looking forward to more great insights from you. Yeah, no. I'm also looking forward to great insights from you because you're Japanese, right? And you're from Japan. So if you have any insights, if anything that I'm talking about is gibberish or completely wrong, because right now I'm in Canada, right? Like I only understand what I know about Japan from afar. I don't know anything about Japan, like, and also from me watching videos and just watching TV shows. Like I have some observations of how certain stocks work or how the culture works, but of course I lack that native knowledge. So that's where you can come in, and that's why I like this platform. I like live streaming is because I can engage with people from diverse backgrounds, who hopefully can provide me with insight. Cool. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Can you offer me any insight on how you would go about? Because I know like there are definitely some X accounts that are purely Japanese, right? Do you think I would get some engagement, good engagement, if I make not just English posts, but I make an exact copy of that post, but in translated Japanese? Do you think that would work? Of course, I run it through ChatGPT, right? Now, continuing with looking at the companies, Toyobo, synthetic textile manufacturer in Japan that supplies many bedding futon makers with advanced fibers and materials. So this is upstream. Oh, okay. Daito Shingu. So this is handmade premium. Family run artisan grade futon maker. Okay, so this is exactly what I was, talking about. Yeah. Tatami mats. That's not related. Simplified futon sets. Muji makes futons. So Yodo, do you have any insight you want to share about futons in Japan? Do you know anything about Maruhachi and how they stack against the other competitors? Let's see, Maruhachi Holdings 3504. Yeah. Oh, no worries. I appreciate the engagement though, Yodo. And take your time. There's no time pressure. I'm very cognizant of that. And yeah, your English is already very good given the responses that you've given me. I don't know if you run it through ChatGPT as well or what type of AI, but they're spectacular. Keep up the good work. Yeah. Your English is definitely better than my Japanese. Because I mainly know, like, I know, I'm Chinese, so I know a little bit of kanji, but not a lot. So when I read like Japanese filings, some words I'll be able to figure out, but I need to learn. Make an effort to learn Japanese more. Feather duvets. Deep sleep R&D. Muatsu mattresses. What is that? What is that? What is a Muatsu mattress? Odor resistant, antibacterial. Oh, it's like this looks like a mattress cover. This looks like something I would even buy. Yeah, for interesting. Okay. Unique uneven surface designed to distribute body pressure and support the body in a way that promotes better sleep and spinal alignment. Okay. They're typically made with a special type of urethane foam with a convex or uneven structure. Okay, uneven or convex. The uneven surface is designed to create a point-based support system rather than a surface-based one, which is believed to minimize pressure on the body. By distributing weight more evenly, Muatsu's mattresses can help to maintain proper spinal alignment during sleep, which may alleviate back pain and improve sleep, breathability, and heat retention. Some Muatsu mattresses incorporate features like aluminum lining and breathability to enhance comfort and manage temperature. These mattresses are popular in Japan and are often used as a topper for existing mattresses to add extra comfort. Yeah, that makes sense. This looks more like a mattress topper because of how thin it is, right? It is like doesn't look like it's very thick. Yeah. Nishikawa. Oh, I see. So that's what it looks like. Okay. Okay. Is Nishikawa publicly traded? Take a look at that real quick. Let me make a watch list of a new July watch list real quick. July 2025 watch list. Create watch list. Let's add 3504 into this. Okay, Nishikawa. Keisoku? And this is not that company at all. Nishikawa Futon publicly traded. Oh, Nishikawa Rubber 5161. Okay. Okay. Wait, this does not look like that at all. This is not that company, bro. No, not publicly traded. No. It is not. I just double check. Yep. Oh, 7040. So around 3 times the size. France bed is 3 times the size. Let's take a look at France bed. It's interesting. Curious how they are. 7840 France bed holdings. France bed holdings through subsidiaries engages in medical services and home furnishing and health businesses in Japan. Manufactures, purchases, rents, retails, and wholesales medical beds. Okay, special. So different, a little bit different than, actually quite different from Maruhachi. They do medical beds. Medical and nursing care beds. Okay, so very healthcare related. Furniture, fashion, jewelry, special needs equipment. Okay, so they have general products, but they also have healthcare related furniture, I would say. How are their sales? I think their sales should be a lot better than Maruhachi. Yeah, so they don't have that. Yeah, it's gone up, but it's like gradually gone up. This could be price hikes, honestly, but okay, operating income has gone up. By how much though? Let's see. This is going up by, this is around 15%. This has gone up more than 15%. Far more. 51. Revenue hasn't gone up much. Profitability has increased. That's good. A little bit of debt. Okay. Enterprise value. Gotten cheaper over time. PE has dropped. Enterprise value, cash, debt. So cash has gone up. I wonder what their investment securities are. That could really turn things around for this company. Increase in EBIT. Seems like SG&A didn't grow up. Okay, so gross profit margins have increased, probably due to price hikes, but SG&A margin has stayed pretty stable. Okay, still pretty low margin business though. Pretty low margin business. So actually Maruhachi is doing a better job than they are. So revenue isn't really growing much. Multiples don't seem that cheap, if I'm gonna be honest. Most more recent period. Do they have? I wonder if they have overseas revenue. Like if they can generate overseas revenue, then that's pretty good. Oh, it has gone up. So Q4 this period gone up a little bit, but is trending up. So probably though, because hospitals need to buy medical beds, right? So they probably have some pricing power in leverage there, I would imagine. Yeah, but different company. I don't think it's completely comparable. I don't think it's completely comparable here. Let's see if I have any notifications. Nope. Okay. Okay, let's look back. How long have we been streaming, actually? Oh, an hour now. Okay. So the question is, what angle do we have for Maruhachi here? Like, what angle do we want to take with this company, right? Like, it's clearly cheap. Clearly cheap. They could get acquired. They could get acquired by Nishikawa. They could get acquired by... Actually, can they? I wonder... Okay, what's their... This boils down to ownership, right? At this point, right? If we look at... So let's take a look at ownership real quick. Let me just finish reading what we have here real quick. Lacks the extensive R&D, global reach, and premium branding in Nishikawa. Okay. Strong margin, consistent earnings. Yeah, it seems like one of those companies where you just milk it for cash flow. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we have to look at the angle. Like, what's an angle we can take on this company? Like, in that, is it possible that they get bought out? So if you look at the shares, I'll look at this again in a bit. I want to look at shareholders. Betting and living supplies, real estate rental business, sales, have a profit. Production volume. This was in which year? Current fiscal year is a 2.5, so that's something, a metric you would look at later on. Did you report last year? Did you not report last year figures? Overseas subsidiaries, allows factory, yeah. Hotel for rent, rental properties. So they have 5 locations for rental properties. 1 recycling center, 2 bedding production facilities. Interesting. Okay, stock stuff. Okay, we have 68% by Yodaiko. Yodai Company. What's the relationship of Yodai Co? Okay, so Noriyuki Okamoto, President and Representative Director of Yodai Company. Parent company is unlisted. Yodai Company. Okay, so very unlikely to get acquired then. What is Yodai Company? What is Yodai Company? What is... Let me just GPT this real quick. Yodai Company is a family-controlled holding firm focused on managing Maruhachi Holdings and its betting real estate affiliates. It doesn't operate unrelated manufacturing or retail businesses outside its betting and property interests. Network connection lost. Nope, we're good. It's actually thinking through how to do it properly. Interesting. Okay, while it's figuring that out, I'm gonna keep looking. Okamoto Yadai. Representative Director and Chairman. Director. Noriyuki Narumoto. Noriyuki. And then Kazuhide. Okay, so, okay. I see. So the son who's 35 is a representative director. But doesn't have many shares. Okay. Yeah, so unlikely. You need to probably bid quite high for that to happen. I mean, the company could acquire it. Okay. Okay, so on IPO, they have a 64% stake. Parent company owned by the founding Okamoto. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay. So the family, Okamoto family, is the parent, owns the parent company, Yodai Company. So okay, so it's family owned, yeah. Yes, father and son are chairman and director of the company on the board. Yeah. Trying to see if Maruhachi is their biggest position. Welcome back, Yodo. Yes, yeah. Yeah, whether if I were to convert my stockfish from English to Japanese with AI and sharing it with Japanese investors, bro, whether there would be demand for that, and if there is, how do I connect with the Japanese investor base, right? Because it feels like Substack is mainly for English investors or investors who know English, right? Yeah, is there, do I connect to them through Twitter? Do I connect with them through maybe some Japanese version of Substack? I don't know. Yeah. Blue ocean opportunity. That is if they're willing to pay for it, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, please do. please do. Okay, this seems like an interesting company to look at. I think this could be a quick pitch. I don't think it's like I would have to. Okay, what are some? Okay, after reading all this, what are some questions? All right, so how much market share do they have in the futon market? What is their niche? What is their niche and differentiation with how they approach futon products? Yeah, VS Nishikawa, because that seems like one of their biggest competitors, and France Bed. Was it France Bed? It was something. So it was 7840. France Bed Holdings. France Bed Holdings. Holdings 78. I need to watch some videos. Yeah, this could have some worthwhile result. I mean, because right, negative enterprise value, pretty cheap. Negative 23 billion enterprise value, right? Okay, sales expected to be flat. I don't imagine, because I feel like the tech for futons technically shouldn't have changed much, so it's not like something that they have to like constantly spend massive amounts of R&D. I feel. I could be wrong. Let's take a look. Okay, depreciation is quite consistent, honestly, though. So anywhere between 443 to 510, 477. I feel like 470 is a good amount. But we'll insert whatever the hell they gave me here for now. Cash flow. CapEx. So higher in some years, lower in others. So that's 500 in general, but then these 2 years increase it quite a bit. So the average capex would point to something higher than 500, though. It would. So 2K 2.4 is 3.2, 4, 5, 7. 7 billion since 2016, so over 9. Yeah, that's higher. That is higher. They have a cash flow statement here. I do think that if more people travel to Japan, right, go to traditional ryokans, right, and go to traditional inns, or go to like just more like older Japanese buildings, just for that nostalgic feel, which are typically ryokans, or yeah, they would want to sleep on a tatami floor just to see what that's like. So that could lead to more depreciation of futons, leading to higher sales in the future potentially. But then there are recent policies in which there's dual pricing for foreign tourists could be bad. But the thing is, the sales have not gone up, so either they've just slipped in market share. So points to them slipping in market share is what's happening right now. 550. So really low capex. Expenditures for disposal of tangible fixed assets. You lost that much money. Expenditure for acquisition of investment securities. So they're doing that. At least they're investing in investment securities. Yeah. Still feel like this is in general 500 in capex. If they spent, let's say, 7 billion over 9 years. It's around 800 though. But I don't know what part of their capex cycle they're in. Are they just investing, or are they? Hard to say. Oh, that could be skewed if they're buying land for a real estate business, though. We don't know about that actually. Let's type capex. Any expenditure. That would be interesting. So let's see if I can figure that out. Expenditure. Doesn't say here too. Rental business. When was the last time they made a big acquisition, I wonder? Began operating in 2023. Okay, that could be the reason. It could be that they invested. I have to look into that. So that's a question I have to look into. Oops. Where is rental, business, real estate. Land acquisition or investment reflected in cash flow statement. I'm gonna put capex at 700, but normalized basis they probably don't need that much. If they were to just maintain the futon business, I can't imagine them needing that much for that specifically. Yeah, and then they don't have a cash flow statement here. Sorry, capital expenditure. Negligible amounts. This is barely anything. Yeah. Just ignore this for now. Cheap. PE basis also cheap. 8.8 times ROE 4.3%. They gotta do something. They either raise dividends or do something. This is not good. But it's cheap though. It is cheap. Can we buy more rental businesses? That's the thing, right? Yeah, but it's owned 6 to 8%. So the family's just gonna sit on the capital and not do anything with it. No catalyst. I don't see any catalyst. Don't see any catalyst. But they are buying investment securities though. Which means this is gonna keep getting more and more negative, I guess, but 7 times, 8.8 times. Why do they think why is the income lower though? Why do they say net income is gonna be lower? Because operating income hasn't changed that much, so maybe because now what's their cash balance? How's their cash balance change over time? That might point us in the right direction, because if they've reduced their cash balance, then they're gonna be generating potentially more returns from investments than the interest income from cash, right? So if that's the case, the difference is only 3 million. How come they think net income's gonna drop by that much? Interesting. Maybe they sell something and they take a loss, maybe? Not sure. Well, what do they say? Maybe they say something. Oh, future outlook. Okay. The bidding market size is expected to remain generally stable, but in the direct sales business, which is the company's mainstay, the labor shortage problem still exists, making it difficult to increase the number of sales staff. We will continue to make efforts to recruit, but we expect to see a decrease in revenue in the next year. In response to the situation, we are continuing to work on strengthening other sales. I mean, this might be a marketing issue too, right? And we expect to increase revenue in sales channels other than direct sales by focusing in particular sales, rentals, leases to accommodation fields such as hotels and inns. With regard to costs, given the impact of rising prices in recent years, we expect increases in raw material prices, transportation costs. Okay. As for non-operating income and expenses, we don't expect to generate any foreign exchange gains or losses in the amount equivalent to the. Okay. Let mean, it's not too bad. Do not expect to generate any extraordinary income or losses other than the loss on sale of investment securities mentioned above, which is 200 million yen. Not too bad. That might have to do, yeah, so that's probably why the net income is probably lower, and the fact that the extraordinary income, such as gain on redemption of this. Okay. Okay. In the current consolidated fiscal year is not expected. Sorry. Gain on redemption of investment securities recorded in the current consolidated fiscal year is not expected in the next fiscal year is also expected to be a factor in decreasing. So they don't expect to be selling anything that results in profit is what they're saying, that could potentially offset this loss in investment securities that have like a U.S. trade policy risk is essentially what they're saying. Note. I have heard of Note. I have heard of Note before. How's that company doing, by the way? Note Japanese stock. 5243. 5243. Stock JP. Okay. You don't want to give me Oh, gone up a lot. It's flattened. Yeah, really high growth multiples. Yeah, gone up. If you think I created an account on Note, if I can't even create one, do you think I would able to generate an audience? And feel free to DM me the analyst that you're referring to if you don't want to post it in the chat too. You can do that as well, alternatively. I feel that it's a little bit bullcrap to say like, hey, the market size of, their market share is going to shrink if they can't hire enough people to sell. I think this points to like, if you're dependent on sales staff to sell their product, I don't think that that's sustainable. It helps, but it's not sustainable. Your product should sell itself, right? In some regards. So this could be like they're underspending on marketing potentially. Yeah. Let me see on Amazon. Okay, Nishikawa Futon. Amazon Futon. Okay. Oh, they have Kutatsus too. Okay. Okay, let's do Maruhachi Futon. Oh, I probably have to use Japanese to do this properly. What is Maruhachi? Let's turn off this back to Japanese. Hutch. Okay. Maybe this works. Maybe this works. Oh, this is converted. Oh, okay, that was English. Folding pillow. That seems expensive for a pillow. Okay, let's take a look at some of this. Oh, okay, this is the brand. They have a store. Okay. Maruhachi. Doesn't seem like they're doing a good job of marketing. That's like a film from the 90s. Okay. Wool 4-layer wool bed, $640. $200 cm, 100 cm. Lots of foam. That looks very expensive. So is that a premium product then? Or is it because it's shipped to Canada? I don't want it shipped to Canada. Just no. Keep it domestic. Can you keep it domestic? Crap. Looks cheap. I don't see a callus though. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks, Yodo, and whoever is around for tuning in today. I will continue probably tomorrow and continue to do more research. I think this could be either a good starter position. You just buy like 200 shares, 100 shares, whatever your count, and just buy a starter position, see if this can ramp up. But like it's hard. The Yoda family owns 68%, so unless they want to take the company private, yeah. Why stay even public? It's weird. Why stay public? I guess when you sell, you have to pay taxes, man. Tough. Access to public markets probably helps them raise money for stuff too. Company is cheap though. Company is cheap. Yeah, but on EV basis, it's around the same. So EV basis around the same because operating income isn't dropping too much. This is mainly because of a decrease in. They had an upside from investment income from here, which they aren't realizing here, which is why. I mean, they definitely could realize an increase in investment income in returns here too, but yeah. Okay, I have no idea. Have you seen it? Is that the name of the analyst? No, I have not. I've gone to note before. I've gone to the note thing before, but I haven't seen any. Have you seen it? Interesting. Yeah, I will put this. This is either a B plus or A minus type of stock, I feel. It's definitely cheap. I feel like they're gonna have a core. They probably have some core customer base. They're doing something right, consistently profitable. The question is, like, how do we get value from this company? So I think this is mainly a value trap. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Either I do another stream today or do a stream tomorrow. Oh, cause Yodo, if you can't share links, I think, in the comments. So I think it might be a setting thing. I might have to look into that. But at any time you try to post a link to an outside source, it probably flags that. So what you can do is slide into my DMs on Twitter and just send it to me. That's totally okay. Yeah, I think that would work as well. So yeah, thanks for tuning in today, Yodo. And yeah, I will continue my live stream tomorrow and additional research tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, everyone. And remember to subscribe, Yodo, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube. Please subscribe. You'll get a nice animation if you subscribe, by the way.